Welcome back, everybody, to the Ohana Hive Vibe Tribe show, episode 4 with Laurette Lee. And today we have a very special guest. Debbie, who do we have on today?
We have Laurette Lee, who is a mutual friend of ours. And she's just an incredible person with a wonderful story of how she's helping others, how she's gone past certain traumas in her life, near-death experience, and we want to bring her on and talk to her and see how she's doing and what she's doing for other people.
Hey!
Hi!
Thanks for inviting me to the show. I'm
welcome.
Thank you so much for coming, Laurette. How are you?
I'm the thing of legend. I'm doing really well.
Yay! I love your confidence. I just love it so much. Every time I see you, I'm just like, oh man, she knows herself. I love it.
Well, everybody, get ready to high vibe today. So we're just gonna get started shortly and ask you a few questions. It's just really odd because it's echoey in my ear. That's why I'm gonna take one ear off.
So Laurette, I
control this.
Would love to just...
Laurette, my first question to you is the most important question. Were you always this awesome?
Yes, but I didn't know.
Oh, I love it.
I was really shy growing up. I was like cripplingly shy, but it didn't serve me. So I was like, that's it. I'm going to go like different mindset. I'm going to go aggressive,
wow.
Like extrovert, amazing.
That's incredible. Like to be able to recognize that shyness you don't have to be shy your whole life. It's not just about expecting to be shy your whole life. It's how did you like flip that mindset? Because that's really cool.
I worked at I worked at A&W and it was forced to talk to people that wanted cheeseburgers. So there's nothing like learning how to be social when people want their damn cheeseburger.
And I bet you gave a really good cheeseburger too. I would buy one.
Did I ever? Customer service, mint.
Did you say, do you want fries with that?
No, I was like, fuck that. I'm not part of this situation.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I just want you girls to notice, big announcement. We have a new background. We're on the beach today. Nice. We're having a beach party. Check it. Show your flowers, girls.
I don't know what to
and then I have lilies. Yeah, this is okay. Lilies over here. There they are. Vanna White. You get your lilies.
So, can you start telling us about your background, Laurette? And then as you tell us about your background, you can share some of your stories, life lessons. And while you do that, I'm going to show some of your pictures to the audience. Okay.
Well, I believe in like understanding your purpose, mission, and value in life. And once you do that, it just becomes clarifying, right? So when I was like 6, I remember playing with my animals and being like, how do people choose dream careers? Do you know what I mean? It just seems so foreign to be like, how do you pick something and then you're that for the rest of your life? So that was kind of the baby within me. Like I knew I wanted to help people find their careers because I had no idea how. That was me as a welder. So like, be a welder.
Wow.
And I always thought welders dressed like that.
I definitely did when I was a welder.
That's so awesome. Oh man, you rocked it.
Yes, I did dress like that.
I love it.
And so I just learned about like the NOC code, national occupational classifications early, but no one trusts a 22-year-old to help them find their like dream career. So I had over 40 jobs in my entire life and I had way over 2,000 rejections everywhere I went, but it made me a better person. A good rejection goes a long way. So I finally was like, that's it. I'm not getting a job in my field. I'm going to go back to school to be an employment specialist. But like through the way of like, I was a welder, I did data entry. Every job that I wanted, I always got. So like being an employment specialist made sense because I'm like, no, I can do this now. So most people take 5 years to get their career development diploma. I took a year to get it. And then a belief in self goes a long way. So I finished my diploma, and then it was still 2 years until I actually got into the industry. But all of a sudden I was like, no, I'm an employment specialist. You can't stop me. Like during the interview, they're like, how come you have no years of experience? I'm like, excuse me, I have a full degree in career development. I know what I'm doing. So like when I started in the industry, just because you get your dream job doesn't mean it's your dream job. Like, how am I going to say this? That's where the fun begins. That's where the growth begins. But the growth happens before that. I knew I was going to be an employment specialist when I was 6. So it really is about like growing and develop. That's why like Phoenix Career Development is my baby, and I'm designed to help people find their dream careers, but I'm also help people enjoy the journey along the way. So like finding where your potential thrives, that's kind of like the theme of my company, which is you have potential, you can thrive in potential. You can thrive at A&W, you can thrive at McDonald's, you can thrive on the journey of life because you're only young once. So it's kind of, what are you doing at this moment, at this time to enjoy yourself and to enjoy your career? Because once you hit peak, you're never at peak. Because when I like hit my dream job, 7 months later, I got unemployed again as an employment specialist. There's nothing worse than being an employment specialist. And I specialize in finding people jobs and being unemployed. Like it's almost like I lost all my credibility. But then I worked with people with disabilities to help them find jobs. And then I got a disability. Oops. So I lost my job.
Are you okay to share what happened?
Well, and here's the funny thing is I think that once you hit your dream, you have to build new dreams. So because I like was an employment specialist, I was like, that's it. I'm done. I can die peacefully. I've like created all my goals, right? So I have cardiomyopathy, but I will eventually not have cardiomyopathy, which like 1 in 3 people die from it. Like
what does that mean? What does that mean for you to have that? I don't.
The odds are not good for healing. Like the odds are one person will die, one person will stay the same. And I had 15% water on my lungs. And then 1 person out of 3 will like survive. And I'm like, fuck that, I'm going to thrive. So
good
like
for you.
Very exciting. There's nothing like getting your shit together by almost dying. So like, I'm not recommending that by any means, but like, once I had my near-death experience, it was like, okay, I have a couple more hit points to go. Like, I want to help immigrants find jobs in a nonprofit. And then I got laid off 7 months later, which is fine. And then I was like, that's it. I don't want to be an employment specialist anymore. I've been in the industry for 5 years. I keep getting laid off. So I was an admissions advisor at Concordia University for 4 months. And I was like, I hate this. I want to go back to be an employment specialist. But I wanted stability and I wanted to do it on my terms. So guess who's an entrepreneur?
Oh, you changed your mind and you did it. You just changed your mindset. That's amazing.
Started my own company and it was the best decision of my life. I love it. Ignorance is bliss, but like the bliss is so much fun. And like, so I find that in nonprofits, the career development is so like, you get a little bit here and a little bit here. So I created a precise program that's all the steps of career development. So you can't take one of my courses. You have to take the program of career development because it's an A, B, C, D to Z kind of thing. And then you understand how to plan your career. You understand how to get your like most amazingest dream job you've ever had in your entire life. And then at the end, you have strategies to be successful because I always believe it's not about the mountaintop. It's about climbing the mountain. Can you enjoy the journey of life?
So true. So true. I love that. I also want to like point out, like you can go up that mountain and you can choose to either go straight up and fast, or you can choose to take your time and enjoy the scenery like I'm doing. I'm just enjoying myself and taking my time to enjoy my journey instead of rushing. Because before I would just rush to any part of my journey and I wouldn't even remember how I got there.
Right.
So now I'm taking my time, one step at a time, one thing at a time, and savoring the achievements that I'm making.
Like with my heart condition, I kind of found out a good dawdle goes a long way.
Yes.
Really dawdle.
I love that.
When you make that sandwich, make the sandwich. Like really think about what you're putting into it and stuff. So
be mindful.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is so in my classes, I'm not really like a feeling psychology kind of person. I'm a theory brain kind of person. So it's practical advice. I don't want to talk about feelings. I want to talk about you getting your dream job. So that's another thing that really deciphers me. I don't want to talk about feelings. Gross. I want to talk about.
And I'm exact opposite, Laurette. So we're gonna work really well together because I'm all about the feelings, but the practicality, it's like,
And I'm kind of in the middle.
That's so perfect. We're such a good team, you guys.
We're like the best mix.
Yes.
This is perfect. The creative / serious, and then the serious creative.
And analytical, because that's
oh yeah, that's awesome. I love analytical brains. That's beautiful.
Yes, I'm a rare find. I'm like a hospital in business, running your own company. Like I'm building an empire. It's going to be very fun. So I'm hoping that like 5 years, everyone knows about Phoenix Career Development. That'll be like the regular. Oh, by the way, she runs Phoenix Career Development. Go take her classes.
And she looks good in front of vintage cars. Just have to say.
And I'm a model. Who knew?
When you said Phoenix, what does that mean to you? For me, when I hear Phoenix, I hear rising out of the ashes and like spreading your wings and flying.
Life is very hard. I think we all know that. And in order to survive and thrive in life, you will get burned. It's what you do from the ashes. It's what you do from the creations. And the really good things in life, like networking, are hard. But if you have a different mindset, like my mindset right now is build a mindset that's highly successful. Networking is the only way to do that. Having conversations with Debbie, having conversations with Dana, having conversations with people that are watching right now, that's super important to me. But like as a child, I was like, networking is so scary because people are the most factor that you have no control over. But like, opening my company, the networking theory is, I'm excited to meet you. Let's have a conversation, talk about yourself, and I'll listen.
I remember taking a quantum seminar, and they said the most important question is really who.
Yeah.
It's not why or how or when, it's who.
Who do you know? And like that's what I teach in career development is like, how do you network? How do you talk to people? How do you sell yourself? Like, what is your values? Like, even if I ask people, what do you want? That's the hardest question you can ask someone is, what do you want? So you have to break it into what's important to you. What are your values? And then you have to be like, how do you sell yourself? Like, what is your elevator pitch? So we work on stuff that's really hard that you think you know, but you don't actually know.
Laurette, are you here to put some sunshine?
I am. So it's really funny because I went to, not haha, but I went to a funeral, and I've always loved Funshine. Funshine is my Care Bear. So I went to a funeral last year about this time, and I drove Annie, this cute little lady, to church every Sunday, and she was called Sunshine. And I didn't know that, but like I'm called Sunshine to all my friends this year. They didn't even know any of that history, but like the history of Laurette is I shine brightly, like the Mary Ann Williamson, that's the one. If we shine, we give other people permission to shine as well. So it's my responsibility to shine the crap out of myself. Yes. I'm comfortable with myself. Like I really believe the soul is in your gut too, by the way.
Yes.
So it's important to like just, and then so other people are like, I also believe make some mistakes, be awkward, be yourself authentically, because people will respect that so deeply. So
I love that.
Care Bear Funshine is my homegirl.
Oh my goodness. I always think of myself as the Care Bears. Like I think of us as Care Bears, and we have all this wonderful energy, and we have everybody has something important to contribute. And I think everybody who can shine should shine and just do it, right? And you have such unique qualities. Everyone has their own.
Yeah. So growing up, everyone was always like, "You're weird." Like I always got called, "You're weird," and I'm like, "What's wrong with me? I'm completely normal." The funny thing is, I was mirroring people because I'm a sociologist by nature, so I like to watch. But I'm so darn entertaining. People watch me all the time. But I would love to just strap in and watch people and see how they react. But being weird has given me permission to like live the authentic life, open my own company, like grab life by the balls and like do whatever I need to do with it. Like life is so fun. And like I almost died. I had no goals in life. I had no aspirations. Like that is why I got a heart condition, is because I didn't love myself. So going into the loving yourself and understanding how to love yourself, that's how you enjoy life, is like being your own best friend.
I couldn't agree with you more there about being your own best friend. And if we're not, then who is? Like, who really knows us, right?
Yeah.
I'm just sharing this out, so I might be silent for a second here.
Haha. Okay, so now people can see us better. So Laurette,
Yeah.
outside of that career development, what are you passionate about?
I love sewing, so I made this cute little dress, but I made this cute little dress. So I sew, I play guitar, I have a ukulele, I have a France balcony, because it's just with like the whole event, we don't give it power, okay? So with the whole event, I have created a little Paris balcony where I hang out in my Paris balcony. And I have a little gym beside me, so it's about understanding unlimited potential, creating life within yourself, and being healthy as well. Did that answer your question? Oh, about my activities. So yes.
I love the sewing part, and you've sewn a few outfits that match the Barbies, right?
Yes.
So cool.
Like, I didn't think that was possible. And I'm like, that's how cool I am, is I have matching Barbie outfits.
Oh my goodness. Can we make like outfits of our own and then have our Barbies fit those little outfits for the show next time you're on? That'd be so funny.
Easy. Yeah, it's super easy because you just need extra fabric within the fabric that you have. So
are there fabric stores open?
Well, okay, even Value Village. I think Value Village just opened this week too. Like, just buy some sheets or fabric from Value Village. They're like $20 for like a good chunk of roll. Fabric is easy to find. Like, yeah, nice fabric takes a while, but it's everywhere. That's an abundance of fabric. Another thing about this year is I wanted to like understand the abundance of life, and really, because growing up with like single mom, whatever, that's totally fine. We really lived in a survival mode of like just barely surviving. Like I was always swimming, drowning. And so now with my heart condition, it was like I was on a cruise ship. And actually right now with my like theories of my brain and my subconscious brain, I'm on a cute little island right now, like being protected, being babied, get everything for me. You know what I mean? Like everything's free on the island. So I'm really enjoying the island motif of my life, and like creating a company on an island of safety. And then once it's like big, and because I'm just a sole entrepreneur right now, once I like market it bigger, because I'm building an empire. So, but in order to build an empire, you have to like baby step, reel it back, and like really love your baby, really take it on a vacation. Because for me is a full-time job. I'm working at my company 10 hours a day at least, but I love it. So like pursue things with passions and like have just so much fun in life. And creative imagination is my best friend. So another thing is, in life, you are 95% subconscious brain, 5% conscious brain. So what are you doing with that conscious brain?
Yes.
I'm playing in my imagination, because that's where creativity happens. That's where vision boards come in. That's where like a crazy amount of life happens in your like 5% conscious mind, where you're creating. So
yeah, that's beautiful.
All day. Well, it's backed in psychology. It's not just Laurette.
No, I know. And with the vision boards, like everything that I put in there, it's literally like last time I did one, I put Oprah Winfrey on there. I had no idea she was actually coming to Edmonton. And then I saw tickets for $70 floor tickets. I'm like, okay, going to Oprah. Like, you have to take inspired action. The universe answers you, but then you have to take action steps to be like, okay, I'm going to go to Oprah because this opened up. Like, cool.
Yeah, so the adventure of life is really fun. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be more amazing. Like if we have a conversation in a year from now, I'll be like, and then this happened, and then this happened, and this happened.
I love it.
Very fun. Another thing, with starting a company, you don't make money right away. You know what I mean? Earn your stripes. Like keep doing what you're doing. Because I know a lot of women are like, should I be entrepreneurs? Yes, but understand the rejection game. But if you go with your vision and passions, like full force, who cares if you don't make money? You're doing something you love. And I love helping people develop their careers. I love people like giving them self-esteem at the end of the day. Like being unemployed wrecks your self-esteem every single time. Like me being unemployed as an employment specialist was the worst because I'm like, well, I tell people how to get jobs and then I don't even know how to get my own job. So like being an entrepreneur is super fun for me.
Because you create your own job.
I can create your own job. Myself.
That's so gorgeous.
Now.
Oh, I love that. I'm so glad we're going to be talking because you're going to be helping me a little bit too, or a lot, I think. I feel it's going to be a lot.
It's funny because I also believe in personal development. So me and Debbie were like, I was like, Debbie, I don't want to do this to you, but I need some help. Like 5 sessions of personal development. I'll give you 5 sessions of like career planning. So
you have no idea how much I need this like right now. Like, oh man, we'll talk after, but yeah.
So starting over is pretty difficult for most people. Mm-hmm. I know a couple years ago, that's where I was at, and I didn't know where to start because relationships and career are the top 2 things that bring you joy and happiness in your life. So, Laurette, for a person starting over, where would you recommend to start?
Mantras. So, what do you want, right? So, simplicity. So, when I was healing from my heart condition, it was, what can I do to be happy? What can I do to be healthy? So every day it was building on happiness. It was building on health. And with my career development company, the first class is free because I'm like, if you're worried, if you're concerned, if you don't know who I am, take the free class and then we'll talk about money, right? I don't really want to talk about money until I've created the value within you. So like career development, it's letting you plan your career. It's letting you visualize your future. Like one of the activities is my dream, ... empty space, full piece of paper to make your dreams happen, right? So I forgot the question.
No, that's okay. That's beautiful. That was, I love your method there.
Oh yeah. And step number 2 is like personality, authentic happiness. How do you create after like devastation? It's who are you? Really understanding who you are and self-love and belief in self.
Oh, I love that. Mm-hmm. Would you say that you learned these steps because of what you went through and how you rebuilt?
I always knew them. It's innate in you. So with my training, I learned Counseling 101 is you have all the right answers within you. So your purpose is a gift. Your value is a gift. You being you is a gift. It's my responsibility to just ask questions. So Phoenix Career Development is based off of, I will ask you uncomfortable questions. You have to answer them because you are the captain of your own ship.
That's exactly how I run with the emotion part of it too. It's like you have the answers within. It's about asking the right question and maybe making you a little bit uncomfortable and then pushing your boundaries a little bit.
Full blown uncomfortable. This is not like, every day I wake up and I'm uncomfortable. Starting your company, shattering your own self-belief values is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Like, my Phoenix Career Development company, if you take my programming, it's uncomfortable already, but it fixes the pain problem. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like going to the chiropractor and you're like, okay, this is going to hurt just a little bit, but you're going to walk so much better.
Not a little bit. It'll hurt a lot.
I agree.
Okay, so then pain tolerance should be part of your curriculum too.
I like to say that I gave birth to 2 kids, one of them with no painkillers.
Wow.
And I survived boot camp, but life work is even harder.
Yes.
You know?
Like talking to yourself. So I've shattered so many self-pattern beliefs this year, and that's the only way to be successful. Like I have a problem understanding I'm important because I'm a twin. And so growing up, no one actually knew my name. That's why I'm like, I'm Laurette, and I'll make sure people know. And then I had a self-pattern belief that money was scary. Money was fearful. So I had to shatter that. And I'm like, give me money. Like, money is attractive to me and I love it.
Yes.
And then there's another one. This weekend, I learned a new self-pattern belief about myself that isn't helping me. Like every day, it's understand there's things within yourself that are hurting you. Break them. Start over.
Oh, I love that. Mm-hmm. It's so true. Like when I had a different kind of break, but it was more of a mental break than a physical one. And to me, it felt like near death. It was literally, it was near death because it killed out who the old me was. Mm-hmm. So it was a death experience, but now I came back even stronger and built myself on a strong foundation and decided what I wanted to pick up out of that wreckage and what I wanted to keep and wanted to throw away.
As humans, our body and our feelings are all a circle. We aren't just like we always like, oh, it's part of your body, it's your body problem. Oh, it's part of your emotions, it's your emotion problem. As humans, we're a whole, complete mental, physical, spiritual. Like no one talks about us as healing as a whole. Like everyone compartmentalizes here, and here. But like real and true and honest healing is understanding everything is affected by this. Yeah. So even with me in my journey right now, I have good health. I know where the healing is going to come, and it's actually going to come in my gut because that's where the spirit is. But like the gut is like, so heart is right here. My heart is healed. It's healing. Do you know what I mean? I still have a heart condition. I still take drugs every day. But when I started to love this, everything else is, I ran and I don't run. I'm not allowed to run, but I'm like, screw it. I'm shattering like self-beliefs and I can run. So the next step is gut health. So even on my journey, I'm not 100% healthy, but I understand even if I like heal my gut, I can heal my spirit. I can heal my heart. I can like heal my brain.
How would you go about healing your gut?
Well, I'm reading Eat Dirt right now.
So Eat Dirt.
Yeah, Dr. Josh X. Just Google him, okay?
I'll be right back. I had to go get some dirt.
But and that's the thing is we don't play in the dirt anymore. Like we're on it right now. So it talks about like playing in the dirt. It talks about understanding and loving yourself and like bacteria. We don't eat enough like sauerkraut. We don't eat enough like yogurt, but healthy yogurt, right? So I don't know the answer. I'm working through that.
Beautiful. Well, that once you learn, I'm here to for you to teach.
Yeah. Oh, and I have a friend that's a nutritionist. She's now my new best friend. She
yay!
Like, network. Meet with
I love networking and like healing with different modalities, and other people have different ways that healed them, and they're like, it's all about like, what can I do for you? What can you do for me? And
everyone is your teacher, and the people that you really hate, I'm gonna say that
the biggest teacher.
Biggest teacher. Yeah, I get it. So everyone is not an enemy. Everyone is a friend. Everyone is a teacher.
Yeah, and it's just a mirror reflection, basically. Hey, it's just a mirror. So when you see somebody else that you may not like or you really dislike, you have to go in and see how come that's triggering you, and work through that and pull that root out and destroy that.
But it's nice because you get to a level that you don't get triggered anymore, not as much, right?
Yeah.
So keep working, keep doing it. You'll get there.
And this is why my marketing in my company is Slay Some Dragons and like a journey of epic proportion. So every day you get to like, my dragon right now is marketing. I'm learning how to like talk to people and be like, come take my classes. But like very fun, a journey of epic proportion. Like, so life is meant to be every day.
I'm so excited. Why don't we write reviews of each other? That would be cool. After you
definitely do that.
After you do me and I do you.
And I always give 5-star ratings because I'm like, no, you're an amazing person. I like you, 5 stars. What's the 4? Just 5 it up.
So I'm just showing where you can reach Laurette. It's Phoenix Career Development.
.com.ca. I'm easy to find. Like even on LinkedIn, just go Laurette Lee. Boop, and
Should we do like a jingle on the ukulele or something? For phoenixcareer.com.
Phoenixcareer.com.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone.
Oh no, those are the sexy calls.
Well, you can career develop. I'm just saying.
Find where your potential thrives.
I found your skill.
Yes.
You have the perfect thing for radio.
You should show everybody your ukulele, and then I'll show mine, and I'll play a quick song.
Okay.
And then we'll say aloha.
And yay!
It's green.
Green Lantern, though.
Yes. So this is mine. It's got red on it.
It's gorgeous.
Little accent. And if your song for today I pick is a song that if you get fired or dumped, it's okay. Because your boots are made for walking.
Oh,
ready?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to unplug so I can hear myself. keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been messing where you should have been messing. Yeah, now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, Boots? Start walking. Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, that was so awesome. A little backstory for that song. That used to be my favorite song when I was 4 years old, and my sisters used to get scratched a lot if they sang it. It was my song. That was my song. Oh yeah, I was like that. Anyways, that was. I remember this song dearly. So do my sisters.
Well, thanks so much for having me on. This was the best. You ladies are amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. You're just so sweet, and Laurette, I love you.
I love you.
I love you too. Here, group hug. Group hug. Big kisses. Aloha.
Aloha, everybody.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Debbie, it's been a pleasure seeing you.
Yes, you too.
And Laurette. And
High
next
five.
week, who do we have? Oh, high five. Okay.
Yes, we're really excited about next week. We have Charles Maddox. He's actually Bob Marley's nephew, which is so cool. But there's so much more to him than that. He's done so many amazing things. But I'll leave it for then because it's quite incredible the things that he has done and to help other people. It's incredible. So stay tuned next week, same time, same place.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Have a good week. Thanks again, Laurette. Take care. Bye now.
Bye.